Guys, welcome back to the channel. And I didn't watch the Apple event or anything like that, but I did notice the 16E dropped. And I watch good videos. I watch some people saying it's not worth the value. And you know what? Honestly, I think people are missing the mark of who this phone is actually for. Now, granted, let me just say this before we start. I think all these phones are grossly overpriced, and I would never pay regular price for a phone again. No, I'm not going to say again. The most I'll do is about $600. OnePlus 13R or something like that, I'm okay with that because that is technically a high-end phone. It may not be the highest end spec phone, but it's not like they're lagging behind generations and generations. It's a really good device. I had the OnePlus 12R, 16 gigs of RAM, stuff like that. I love that phone. But the point, and it had a performance mode that I didn't know about until after I got rid of the phone. Now I'm mad about it. But anyway, the point is that it's a very competitive market out there. And the 16E is going to compete with all of those. But there's also a subgroup of phones that should have never reached the heights in terms of prices that they've reached. And we're going to talk about in this video too. And I do believe that in the current market, like I said, the 16E is in the right spot. I don't know what Apple's going to do with it moving forward based on the sales, but I assume that this was going to be a $600 entry point, and then they're going to have like another model, 800 or whatever, and just keep doing whatever they're doing with their other confusing models. But this one makes sense to me. Now, Exhibit A. Let me click over here, make sure I have the right slide for you guys. Here we go. My wife has the Razr 2024. That phone, regular price was $699. $499 right now, factory unlock at Best Buy. Now, keep in mind you can get deals at Motorola's website and things like that, but I just wanted to show you how much this phone originally cost. This one right here is the Moto Edge 2024. 144 hertz screen, 5,000 megahertz or millihertz, I forgot how you say the word, but battery, 68 watt fast charging, wireless charging. It has a lot of cool features, don't get me wrong, but there is a mid-tier chip powering this. So when we compare this to the Pixel 7a, to the Pixel 8a, to the Samsung S24 FE, all those phones outclass this by leaps and bounds in terms of the processor, because this is a mid-tier processor, and they're selling this phone for $549. Factory unlocked. Now it went down to $299, right? But they're still overpricing these phones. I don't think that something of the caliber of the 6E, when you compare it to, let's say, the OnePlus 12R. Now, the OnePlus 12R and 13R, I'm sorry, 13R is $599. I had the 12R. Personally, I'm going to pick the 12R, obviously, because I'm Android, and I want the best specs, the fastest charging, and all that stuff. But if someone is coming from the Apple ecosystem, look at it at their perspective. All the people that wanted another iPhone SE with the home button, they're probably not going to get that now. But they still need to upgrade their phones. So what's the cheapest option? The $600 option. Are they going to pay $600? Not if they trade in their phone. I'm sure they'll get like a $100, $128, $200 value. I'm sure Apple will do something with the value. I hope. I hope I'm not just biting on my tongue, so I'm saying what I'm saying or making a fool out of myself. But I do hope that they would give a value for the previous device for the person that wants to upgrade to the next device. When they do that, and that price tag might be about $500, $480, whatever you're spending, which would be in the comfort zone of that person that doesn't want to spend $800, $900, $1,100, $1,200, and $1,300 for phones. Hell, some Samsung phones are $1,700, $2,000. You think it's worth it? Absolutely not. It's not worth $2,000. But nevertheless, people are paying for it because they want a status piece. Some people just want to be in the ecosystem and they don't care. So they'll get the S24 FE. Last time I checked, I remember the Samsung A54 being like $554 or something. That phone wasn't worth $500 and nothing with that processor that was inside of it. It lagged in a lot of locations. It was a good phone, don't get me wrong, but it was not better than the S23 FE. It's not better than the S24 FE. And dare I say, was there an S22 FE? I think it started at 23. I could be wrong, but I did have a 23 FE. I didn't get the 24 FE. That's the next phone I plan on getting under Metro by T-Mobile. I can get it cheaper for $200 if I add a line, which I plan on doing for our house line, and I'll have a phone that's normally $600 something bucks, $649. So yes, there are deals that you can get, but not everyone is able to get a carrier deal. That's something I could do in the States. What about everybody else that got to pay regular price? What value is better? You got the Pixel. How much is this? $499. A lot of people are going to pick a $600 iPhone over a $500 Pixel. Let's be real here. Who's buying this Pixel with 20-watt charging that take forever to charge? It's not good. I mean, it's not bad either. But all these phones that I'm mentioning are at least using processors. Either their respective companies made it, or still a decent generation where you're not going to lag behind any other phone. Some people want all the bells and whistles. Other people I want what they have at a cheaper price that's reasonable. So this is what we're going to do to make sure you get that price tag. Apple's doing the same exact thing. Did they have to take a camera away? No, I'm not defending that. I'm just saying it's not as bad as people think based on the current market of phones that you can buy straight out. Now, if you're in another country or something, I feel for y'all. Y'all got to pay extra $200, $300 for your phones and stuff to get shipped to you, and that's just a highway robbery. But hey, listen, move. No, but all jokes aside, at the end of the day, if you've seen these prices and you found this video funny, just like the video. I don't know what it is. It's I just feel like people are just overreacting when they don't realize that certain Android companies for years. I remember that Samsung A53, one of the worst phones I ever had that Samsung made. It was so laggy, it couldn't play Call of Duty Mobile. The A51 was better than that phone. And I'm just people don't realize the crappy processors, the terrible cameras, and the mediocre features that a lot of these mid-tier phones have been selling at this almost, if not more, than the same price point of the iPhone 16a. It's such a better value than that. And a lot of people are going to see it that way. I see it that way, and I'm not even an Apple user. I hate Apple phones, but I do understand the value. 5-6 years of software updates, the deductible is going to be pretty cheap. If they decide to trade that in and get the next model, some people do stuff like that. A lot of people buy their phone straight out. That's what I did. When I first had my iPhone 15 Pluses, I paid $1,003 after taxes for each phone. So it was $2,000 something. And the irony is that we sold them maybe a half a year later because we realized we really did not want to be a part of the Apple ecosystem. It just didn't work well for me. But it's a $2,000 mistake. Someone else may want to make a $600 mistake or a $600 gold mine. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it outside of what you like and look at it at a consumer standpoint. I still think it should have cost $500, but it is at the right price point of a lot of these other devices that are lackluster or in the same market. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, like and subscribe like always, guys. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Peace.